Hippie Chicks Live. Here we are. 4 o'clock
Hey.
Friday, December 5th, 2025. Boop, boop, boop. I got my Ozzy glasses on because Wednesday, December 3rd, would have been his 77th birthday. So happy heavenly birthday, Ozzy Osbourne. Love you and miss you. And you definitely left your mark on the world and in our hearts. So boop, boop.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. All right. So if you're new, here we are. We're the hippie chicks. I'm Kat. This is my hippie chick sister, Elle.
Elle. Hey, y'all.
And Elle is all ready for the holidays. Well, if you didn't see our bio, I'm a hypnotherapist. Elle is an actor,
Yes.
and we are OG Gen X hippie chicks. And Elle is very excited this holiday season because she has some exciting and excellent news.
Some news, forthcoming news. I can't announce it to you all yet.
Yes!
Yeah, but you're gonna have to tune in next episode.
Some of my mates.
Yes, once the official announcement is out, but it's very exciting, so you're gonna want to tune in. I will say this though. I am very much thrust into the holiday season. I've been playing Mrs. Claus for like the past 3 weeks anyway.
This is true. This is true.
I perform it at Family Fun Experience, which those of you who are with us on a regular basis know. And we've had a holiday snack and sip. Say that 3 times.
Snack and sip, snack and sip, snack and sip, snack and sip. There you go. See, I got my Mrs. Claus glasses on, so that's why I can do that.
That's right. So I've had a lot of fun in the Christmas village there. If you are local in coastal Virginia, here where we are, come down to the Virginia Beach Oceanfront, 31st Street. This week it will not be there. It's normally on Saturdays. It's a free movie and snacks and crafts and all that, and a big 100-foot Santa Claus. But this week we're
snacks and crafts.
Yeah, snacks and crafts and gifts. We have gifts that we're selling from our gift shop as well. This week though is the holiday parade at the oceanfront, which starts around 5:30. Yeah. So we won't have the snack and sip, but we will be there. Come look for Family Fun Experience. We will be dressed as pirates and Grinches. So there will be a mixture there. So
cohabitating as we should. Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
So much fun going on right now. And yeah, we've been messing around with like trying to get backgrounds going on behind us with some holiday stuff. But technology is just kind of eluding us right now. But that's not
happens.
That's not a problem. And speaking of which, right before I came on here, one of the founders of New Reality TV had to kind of upgrade some stuff on StreamYard for us to have our open studio, so we're able to bring our fun to you guys. And we were running into some glitches. In Mercury retrograde ended not too long ago, like a week or so ago. We might still be in the shadow period, but still.
Yeah.
And you know what did it? And of course, everyone's going to say it. It's a tried and true. You got to reboot.
Got to, yeah.
You got to unplug and come back in. And like, what a great metaphor for life, and especially for what we're all going through right now. We're going through a great reset, a great reboot right now, because things are glitching. Things are not in alignment.
Yep.
Things are not for the best of everyone concerned.
And if you're feeling that, stick with it. You have to stick with it, and they have to just reset. Resetting is so important, and trust yourself enough to know, you know what, let me take a step back, let me pivot, let me reset, and I'm going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Don't even worry. You're going to be okay.
And even more than gonna be okay, we are
okay. That's right. Now we're gonna be okay. We are okay.
We are okay. We are going through the motions right now of a great rebirth. We are resetting because we recognize that the way things had been going, some people would say for the last 150 years, but no, I'm going to say for the last 150,000 years.
Yeah.
Right. Um, we're ready for the shift, and
Yes.
we're here for the show. And it's all a matter of keeping that high vibration, regardless of what's going on in your environment right now. Right?
Isn't it amazing how time is so infinite? Time is not only infinite as we move forward, time is
Right.
infinite moving in all directions, from prior to us till now. So, like you said, this has been going on all along, and all along is so, so long because
Well,
it's
that's
infinite. It's infinite.
well, it truly, truly is, and it's exciting though to be here now,
Yes.
right? To be witnessing this transformation of what we're going through. So,
Yes.
I mean, I know everybody's feeling it, and it's showing up different for everybody. Some people are embracing the fear of it all because it's the unknown, and then also it's taking people out of their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was unwanted, it was a comfort zone nonetheless. And then there's those of us who are freaking excited and have been waiting for this for a very, very long time. So it's interesting how it is panning out and how people are responding to it.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm personally, I'm getting a lot of clients that are recognizing that, they've been chugging along. I have to back up because my dog wants to.
Hey,
Oh,
doggy. Is that Levi? Or is that
Burfer.
Zoe? Burfer.
There he
Hey,
is.
Burfer.
Trust me, there's a dog there. That they feel their spirit calling them to move beyond where they're at, but it's scary because they're in their comfort zone. They follow the rules. They did exactly what their elders told them to do
Yes.
and what society expected of them, and checked off the boxes and all that stuff. And I still feel completely restless, unfulfilled, unsupported,
Yep.
you name it, right? And even though they've got all the stuff.
Yeah. And it's because, though, that whole idea of following what you're told is right, you have to feel what's right in your soul, and the status quo does not do it for everybody. And the status quo, in my opinion, exists simply to keep us all under control. But
Yeah.
we are too dynamic, we're too creative, we're
Way
too
too
wonderfully made.
dynamic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it came, well, it has been handed down from generation to generation because we were told that was the best way to parent people, to
Yes.
create a good upstanding human being. And maybe at one point it did. It was an evolution from where we had come from, but now we're evolving from that dynamic.
Exactly, because that does not stop. Just like time is infinite,
Doesn't.
evolution is
And
infinite.
I am so sorry to be doing this and that it's getting recorded for all posterity again, but here I am. Here I am what I am, as Popeye said. So we're here in Hampton Roads. At least this week, well, a couple of days we had nice sunny weather, but more than once this week we've had this cold, like your miserable coastal weather.
Yeah.
Where it's not cold enough to snow, but it's not warm enough to feel good, and it's rainy and cloudy and gross. We didn't even get to see the whole full moon at all.
No, that's right.
Completely covered up. I did have a friend of mine, our friend Mary, up in Cape Charles. She had all her stuff out on the ledge to, soak up the full moon. I'm like, did you get full moon there? Yes, just far enough away she might have.
Let me ask this, because I don't, you're a lot more versed with regards to crystals and such. I'm kind of new to the dynamic. So even if we can't see the full moon, we know the full moon is there, right?
Yeah.
Will there still be an effect? Is there still power pulled into the crystals from the full moon itself?
The short answer is absolutely yes.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely yes. But I'm of I like to be able to know that the
Tangible.
yeah, it's that light is, that's bouncing off of the sun, off of the moon, or coming from the sun,
right,
bouncing off the moon and to the earth. It still penetrates the clouds just like the sun does. You can still you could be out on a boat and it's a cloudy day and still get sunburned, right? So
exactly, yeah.
It's all
me
still
not
there.
so much, you more so.
Complete 100%. 100%. Linda be like, I'm fine. I'd be like, shit.
I still have to use sunscreen to avoid the burn. I do. I may not burn as easily, but I can still burn.
But you're still there. All right. Well, I don't know where our fan club is. Ivy and Gemini.
And we were bragging on y'all
last Friday and went, where the hell are you crazy ladies?
They may have, yeah. They may pop in though. A lot of times they may pop in.
They pop a little. Hey, wait a minute! There they are. That would be great. But I did tell some other folk today, so hopefully you're joining us. If so, feel free to join the conversation. It's not just the two of us. You're welcome to make comments and give us some feedback. Without question, we'd love to. So,
and just yesterday we bragged about Ivy and Gemini to our producers.
The producers, right? We did. We got a fan club.
Yes. And
no, you guys are awesome. We so appreciate you joining in, and even if you pop in later on during a non-live situation, if you're just bored and want to see our goofy faces,
sure.
Love you guys. Appreciate it. Here's a big Prost and cheers.
I'm doing coffee. I got this great creamer, and so I couldn't resist drinking my coffee today. I could add some orange liqueur to it.
I keep admiring that mug you're using.
Yes. Thank you.
It's awful pretty.
My very special mug for my hippie sister.
That's it. Yeah, I like to rotate the mugs and everything, and instead of just giving that up to the trash gods or Goodwill, I'm like, well, Linda would appreciate this,
and I love it. There's a coziness about this cup when I drink coffee from it, because I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like a perfectly round mug. It's not like a normal, like sort of square mug. It's like it's got round.
A good feel in your palm.
It does.
Yeah. It's super nice.
I feel like the coffee is cozy in it. It's
cozy.
I have cozy coffee. And when I drink from it, it's just like I feel like I get a good gulp of coffee because of how the mug is made. It means that I tell you, the mug you drink your coffee out of makes a huge difference.
It truly does, which is why I do rotate, because I get bored after a while.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that one for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know what? But I got it. It's not that old, by the way. Yeah. I got it right before I moved here.
Cool.
So it's a transitional mug.
Nice.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm in a different place right now. So this isn't ready for the dumpster. Somebody else can enjoy this now.
I love it. It's funny when you have mugs that have words on them, because this says "Stay Wild, Moonchild," and that is like, I just feel so badass every time I read it. When I am, I do rotate as well. I know that our audience has seen me mostly with this mug. This is another one, and this is a mug that I got from the thrift store. Lots of words on it, right? And I got it for 98 cents.
Was the one that popped out for me.
What was that?
Sunsets.
Oh, you saw sunset? Did it say sunset? Oh yeah. Hold on. Yep, there it is, sunset. So this says, "This is my wish for you: comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that you can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, and love to complete your life."
That's like a Shakespearean sonnet on a
I know. Oh,
It's like
God.
reading the back of a cereal box.
Right. It is so beautiful. And no matter how many times I see it, every single time I use this mug, I read the whole thing again because I just need that additional affirmation.
It is the best. It is not just, well, it is the epitome of an affirmation. It is it is unconditional love to yourself.
Yes,
And
it
it's a
is.
dialogue we should be telling to ourselves, isn't it, Elle? Because so many people, their inner dialogue, they think they love themselves, but whenever they speak to themselves, especially if they do something that that wasn't good enough, or maybe I should have did things differently or whatever, what do? We beat ourselves up, don't we?
It's terrible. And I mean, we think we love ourselves, and it's interesting you say some people believe they love themselves, but then they talk to themselves that way. I thought for many years that I loved myself. I assumed I did because I was confident. I was super confident. That's what people
Confidence
saw.
doesn't necessarily mean self-love.
It doesn't. You're absolutely right. It doesn't.
No.
That confidence was a mask I was wearing because outwardly, yes, you saw confidence, but inside, that's not what I was experiencing. So yeah, and that went on for decades. So
I believe it. And we dupe ourselves into thinking that, yeah, I'm good, I love myself, but then the way you talk to yourself when you don't live up to that standard or expectation that you're presenting to the world.
yep.
Oh, you big dummy, you big idiot, you could do better, you could have done so much better. And then sadly, if you're in an abusive relationship, that person is, even if you're wonderful all night long at a gathering or going out or whatever, that person is always going to want to point out, Linda, why'd you have to say that?
Yeah. Do you hear how you sound? That one would get me every time. I'm like, whoa, how do I sound? Like, what?
Yeah. And then that eats away at you. And then you beat yourself up because that was pointed out to you, right? Someone's trying to, and that's control, right? And when you break free of that,
you can truly love yourself. You can truly find that space
thing in the whole wide world. And it is liberating, and your central nervous system can finally regulate.
Exactly.
Because you're not under that scrutiny anymore, especially from yourself.
Yeah. Yep. It's a whole different feeling.
I love when I have my clients in that theta brainwave where you're hovering just above the sleep state. You're not unconscious, but you're not fully conscious either. In that state, that part of your mind is stop. It's that feedback isn't happening.
Right.
That self, that guilt, that shame, that you could have been better. The one the part of you that's trying to control you. That part is taking a break. It's taking a rest. It's somewhere else. And so the whole central nervous system can start to regulate. But then I come in with what I call ear candy, which is just powerful statements of self-esteem, self-love, self-care, self-compassion, because we're not compassionate with ourselves.
We're not.
We don't give ourselves enough credit for what we've endured and how we do handle things well.
Right. And it's funny. I'll mention times when I wasn't at my best, and now I've learned I did the best I could at that time. I was doing my best. And I have to give myself a break. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get ourselves off the meat hook. Yeah. Right? Because honestly, my personal opinion is the lack of self-love is the biggest cause of suffering on this planet.
It is.
And why people do either stupid or cruel things to others.
It has become a cliche, I know, but hurt people really do hurt people. I know that from being a hurt person myself, hurting others intentionally because I was hurting. That was the only reason.
So let me throw this out in our last 10 minutes, thinking about our world leaders right now. I'm not going to be specific about anybody because all of them, well, not all of them, but the ones that are getting the most attention, the toddlers that are demanding attention, because the good ones, the cool ones, they're chill. Their shit's going fine, and they're just kind of like sitting back going, all right, what are they going to do? The ones that are demanding the most attention are the ones that are the most wounded. And why this is happening is because this is healing the entire planet. This is why they are in the positions that they're in, getting the attention that they're getting, because this is a global healing that we're going through. And that wound has to, that cess or that infection in the wound has to come up to the surface. We all have to be aware of it, because if you're not aware of it, then how do you know what to do with it? Because nothing's there as far as you know, right? So now we know, right? And that's going to allow it to heal.
And I'm ready for healing, I tell you.
We're all ready.
And I think we all are. And it's needed. It's very necessary to be able to get to that point.
But it's going to be really, really ugly before the healing happens. And this is why, thank God, places like New Reality TV are popping up all over the place, because we all recognize this and we all know we need to support each other.
And those that are tired of hurting, and that's many of us, we know if we're tired of hurting, then we can help our cause, the overall, the global cause, by not recycling that hurt. And if we can be just a little kinder to each other, just a little bit more understanding, how much better would we all be? How much better would we all feel?
No, seriously, that's absolutely true. And recognizing that we're all going through a really hard time right now. And it's not just the behaviors of others affecting others. Right. We're also getting bombarded with a lot of energy right now. The sun is pumping some shit out to us. Yeah. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I think it's upgrading us. But that upgrade is going to feel a little painful, because we're so used to the density of 3D living. And we're becoming lighter, more energetic, and crystalline, and in tune with a different vibration of being, while still being in the third dimension. Right. And this is what we've been attempting to do many, 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 many times before. Right. Because we know civilizations have risen and fallen. Yes. For millennia, okay? And we've tried doing this before, and we've always destroyed ourselves. And I think this time we like Lenny Kravitz says, let love rule, right? Love is finally going to win out, that vibration. We've already chosen it.
And I believe and choose to believe that love wins every single day, regardless of what is happening in the macro. For me, and for many around me, and I know for you as well, love wins every single day. And I'm so pleased that happens. And of course, that happens from what we exude, from what we choose to bring to the surface to fight that infection. That it's magical. It's magical. And I'm glad I get to experience magic every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And the magic grows when you really love yourself.
Yes, it does.
It does, doesn't it? And it's not coming from a place of arrogance or selfishness, which is what we've been brainwashed to believe, that self-love equates to being arrogant. Of course, there's a spectrum to everything. So at the low, unevolved end of that spectrum of self-love is arrogance and selfishness. But we're talking about an evolved sense of self-love.
We're talking true love, because that arrogance and narcissism and all of that is at the low end of the spectrum isn't love. No, we're talking actual love. And love is patient, kind, understanding. Love listens. Love comforts. All of those things.
Love also can show up as standing up for yourself.
Absolutely, it does. Yes.
And having to be not nice to somebody that you're always taught to be nice to everybody.
And I don't even call it not nice, because when you set a boundary, because you are standing up for yourself and you're protecting yourself, you can still do it kindly. So it may not seem nice to them, they may not like what it feels like, and it feels different to us when we're not used to asserting that.
Right.
But I will kindly set that boundary and stick to it. And you will
Right.
stay on that side of the boundary, and I will stay on this side of the boundary.
That's right.
No questions asked, you know? Full stop, as they say. Full stop.
Full stop is right.
That's right.
And that is something that we're all really embracing and learning now, because it really hasn't been a part of our society up until this point, has it?
Right? No, it hasn't. No.
It hasn't. And I mean, we're seeing the big transformation. I mean, God, I thought I was going through something, you know, maybe a few other people are going through the same thing, but it's been a whole generation that is experiencing, you know, when I left my former husband of 25 years or 30 years we were together, actually, and the way that we were together, that's a whole generation of that happening. The ones that are still together and still very, very happy, they're the lucky ones that they were both elevated and knew how to treat each other. The rest of us. So what does that say? All right. So we were raised by baby boomers, or actually my parents were from the silent generation.
Right. That's right.
30.
Because you're the baby of the family, and I'm like the second oldest in mine.
Yeah.
So isn't that interesting how we're in the same generation? So yeah, that's interesting.
Exactly. Yeah. And all my siblings are baby boomers.
Right.
And I'm the Gen X, and my parents were born in 1934 and 1937. So that's the end of the silent generation, and that's exactly how they did it.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
So
true.
It's the generation is now for us to make this big transformation. And aren't we lucky to be able to, we are the bridge between the old world and the new world.
Yes, exactly. That is so true.
I'm so excited that we're here, because it's I think from here on out it's going to be amazing. I knew when I was a kid, and I've said this many times, we could go back to our first episodes. I would remember when I was 8 years old being in elementary school going, I know the last half of my life is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yes, having the time of my life. I cannot.
It's our birthday month, by the way. And she's still young, but I'll be turning 59 this year.
I am 1 year younger, guys. I will be turning 58.
58, going to be great. 58. So last year, my 50s, and my 50s have been nothing but transformation from my old world into the new world. And I tell you, it wasn't easy. It was the longest birth of me I've ever experienced. And there were some moments that I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. Seriously.
You kicked ass, because you've been through some shit, honey. You are badass.
And it was, I got machine gunned. It was one thing after another, and some things at the same time. And I knew I was being groomed for now. And here we are. And it's going to be fun from here on out, because we are going to be having some guests coming on to join us in the new year.
Yes.
Some stuff coming up with new reality TV. We're getting ready to be like legit on TV and and Fire TV and all that good stuff. So if you're seeing us from the future, hi, good to see you. I know everything's okay.
That's right. New socials are also coming soon. Keep an eye out for the Hippie Chicks social pages. More to come on that. Yes. We're going to have a great start to our new year. We're looking forward to it.
But we're going to wrap up this year with good fun and fashion as usual. So we hope to see you join us. Join the conversation. You could catch Elle at FFX.
Yes. Family Fun Experience Theater at the Oceanfront. I am in 3 productions this month. And we open actually tonight. I'm not performing tonight. I start tomorrow. So yeah.
Very good. And you can reach me at hypnohelpsyou.com. And you get both of us next week, 4:00 Friday. Hippie Chicks Live. Peace and love, guys.
Peace and love.